In this video, I'm going to be teaching you the skills that you need in order to edit the Reflection portfolio. So on this first slide, you're going to enter your name. So to do so, you're going to click on your name, and it should bring up this flashing bar. So I'm going to go ahead and delete what's there, and I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my name. I'm going to go to the next slide, and same thing. Anytime you're entering text, just go where you want to enter the text, and click on single click, right hand click. And then you can type what you'd like. On this next screen on slide 3, I'm asking you to fill in your previous writing experience. So where it says enter experience along with your estimated years in the bubbles below, same deal. You're entering text, so you could go ahead and get right next to it, click it. Once you see this bar, you could delete and go ahead and add what you want. So English freshman year. Maybe that was ended in May 2015. And you can see this one doesn't really fit so well, so I could always readjust my text. I could either change the text font, by going to Home and selecting a different size, and that looks good to me. And then you click off of it and move to the next one. Now as you move through this, you're going to see there are sometimes when you want to add an image instead of text. So in order to do that, you're going to go to Insert, and you would go to Pictures. Now, if I want to insert text, I actually need a specific type of format. So what I need to do before I do that is make sure I have different pictures taken of my drafts. So in this first instance, I want to go ahead and take a picture of my neighborhood paragraph. So if I haven't already done this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my neighborhood paragraph. So this is my initial one. And I'm going to actually take a picture of this. And the way you do that is different on different types of computers. If you're using a Mac, you would hit Command-Shift-4, and that would give you the snipping tool. If you're using any other kind of computer, what you would do is you could go down to your search bar and type in snipping tool. And what you're going to get is this box here. So I want to create a new snip, so I'm going to go over here and click New. And it kind of dims or makes the screen a bit opaque. So what I'm going to do is take my plus sign here, and I'm going to go into the top left corner of where I want my box to begin. I'm going to hold down the left click bar, and I'm going to select that. So I'm going to title this, I'm going to say Save This. And I want to call this, I'm going to save it to my desktop, so remember where you save it. And I'm going to call this Paragraph, Neighborhood Paragraph. And I'm going to save it. I'm going to close out of it. And then I'm going to do the same thing, so I'm going to go back and get my snipping tool. And I want to do the same thing for my revised paragraph. So I'm going to go here, and this is where my revisions were made. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up that snipping tool again. So you can type in snipping, and it's right here. Again, I want a new one. And let's just say I totally messed this up, and that's what I end up cutting. So all I have to do is, I wouldn't save it, I would just hit New, and then I could start over. Again, when it's opaque, you know you have the snipping tool is active. I'm going to save this as well. And it's key to remember where you're saving these. So make sure you save to your desktop. That's the easiest way I feel to find it. So this is my neighborhood paragraph. Revised. And I'll save that. I'm going to close out of that. And I'm going to close out of this Word document. I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint. So when I go back to PowerPoint, I want to go ahead and put that image in here now. So I'm going to go to Insert. I'm going to insert a picture. And the picture I want is, in this one, is my initial neighborhood paragraph before edits. So I'm going to select this and hit Insert. And it actually gives me it really large, so I'm going to click on it, and it should give me these round circles. And I'm going to actually shrink it down by holding that circle and dragging it inward. And I'm going to try to fit it to this. So I'm going to do something like this. And then I'm going to drag it down. Okay. And that looks pretty good. I'm missing my purple side over here, so I'm going to edit a little bit more. And I could do the same thing over here. So again, you would go to Insert. You want to insert a picture. You want to find where that picture actually is. Mine's on my desktop. Here's my revised paragraph. And I'm going to insert. And again, to shrink it down, I already have the circle, so I don't have to click on it, but you might have to click on it and drag it down. And I'm going to fit it so that it fits nicely and it looks good in here. Just kind of drag it around until it looks nice. So now I have my samples, and I could go ahead and move to the next page. Now it says, give me a close-up image. So I'm going to actually go back to this, and if I wanted a close-up image of my initial, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. So I'm going to hit my snipping tool and type in snipping. And again, if you're using a Mac, Command-Shift-4 is your hotkeys, and it will get you right there. I'm going to say new. And I might just focus on one specific part, so maybe my topic sentence here. So I'm going to say, I changed my topic sentence. I'm going to save this as neighborhood paragraph, but I'm going to type it as not just that. I'm going to say edit 1. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just trying to name it so that I can find it easier. So now when I go back here and I want to add an image of what I changed specifically, I'm going to say insert, picture, and I'm going to search for that specific picture. So desktop, neighborhood paragraph edit 1, and then this is a close-up of what I changed. Shrink it a little bit so it can fit in the box. Maybe even cover up those words. And then I'm going to describe what I did change here. So I'm going to click here and go ahead and erase and start making my edits. I hope this was helpful.